are you? Hi.
Oops.
Hello, guys. Good night. How are you today? I hope everybody's fine. I am going to introduce myself in the end of the presentation. So I hope you guys keep watching. And we are going to talk today about financial planning. It's something that is really, really important, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm sharing my screen now, okay? So, what is financial planning? Yeah, it's all right, Philip? You can see my screen? Yeah, that's it. So, what is financial planning and why you need it? I am going to start with the reason, okay? Because the reason is the most important thing. Why? Everything must start with a reason. And you guys are going to see that financial planning, it's not only about the money. It's about choices, it's about behavior, it's about a lot of things. So one of those things, it's unexpected events. They happen. You guys probably already have some unexpected expense, like your computer broke or your car broke, or even you got sick sometimes, and you needed to spend some money to overcome those events. So it's so much easier when you have this kind of money planned for those kind of expenses that you are not seeing coming. It's so much easier to deal with that when you are ready. And you gotta know that with planning, money is a tool. Without planning, money could be a weapon. I think you all know that person that could not have a credit card, because if they have a credit card, they will spend a lot of money that they cannot afford to pay in the end of the month. So this is a very powerful tool. A credit card, it's not like a devil tool or an evil tool. It's a good thing, but you need to use it right. Otherwise, it will become an weapon. Okay? That's why. That's how it became a weapon. 40% of all the Brazilians over 18 years old have at least one overdue payment. What does that mean? That 40% of people here in our country, they have something they cannot afford in the end of the month. You guys could think that this could bring a lot of concerns, a lot of anxiety. So financial planning happens for people that don't know how, for people don't feel these things, for you to be prepared to face those things, you know? And I am here to tell you that everything you start today will make your effort easier tomorrow. If you start to think about it today, in the future, it will be easier to follow with the planning, to follow with all the steps that I'm going to show you here. Okay? So, thinking about the long term, it's very, very important. Oops. How, you may ask, how am I going to start this? I don't know how to start. Probably you already know where to start because you already know what behaviors you have that you shouldn't. So, The first things first, you should ask yourself those important questions. Like, do I actually know how much money I earn? Probably this is a silly question for you, but a lot of people have like 1, 2, 3 jobs, or maybe they spend their own money doing things to their jobs. So it's an important thing to have in your planning, to know exactly how much you earn. How much money do I make? The second important question is, do I actually know how much money I spend? If you say to me that you know exactly how much money you spend, I am not going to call you a liar, but I'm going to ask to see your descriptions, the descriptions of the things you expend, and the description of all the things that you earn. And then I'm going to match. If they don't match, you don't know how much you expend. All right? So, do I really, this brings the other question. Do I really need to keep track of all of my money? Like, oh my God, I'm going to have to take notes even with my coffee or my ice cream. Yeah. If you want to do a good planning, you have to know where you spend your money. So, yeah, you need to keep track of all of your money. But how? We have a lot of tools to use to do the follow up with your expenses and your earnings. You guys that are used to work on the computer, you could use a spreadsheet. So this is going to be the easiest way to do things, okay? If you guys are not so used, and if you are afraid of spreadsheets, you are afraid of numbers, and you are like freaking out about everything that I am saying here, it's all right. You could use a notebook. You could write down everything that you earn, everything that you spend, and then you will use a small calculator, simple calculator, to do this math, okay? What do I need to put in my cash flow? Yeah, you guys already know too. If you want to know, if you want to see how it works, how your money is going to be expended, you gotta take notes about every single thing. Okay? So everything. There's no excuse here, because it could mean something for you, like to be missing $5, but it could mean other things, to miss like $500. It could create a bigger problem if you don't know where this went. Okay? And this is what you get from taking your follow-up seriously. Money, it's not only about the money. Money, it's about the behavior. The behavior that you have will be reflected in the numbers. So if you take a look at your planning, at your expenses, even if you don't plan anything and you just write down all of your expenses and your earnings, you are going to be able to see that you could make smart choices. You could reduct a lot of unnecessary expenses. And one of the most important things, you could plan for big purchases, like the computer you wanted to buy, the car you want to buy, you could be prepared. You could be planned for those kind of things. So instead of spending like 500 bucks with food that you don't even want it, like with pizza, with ice cream, with all of those things that are not good for your health, you could spend those 500 bucks into something that you really enjoy or something that you really need right now. And I'm not saying here that you shouldn't buy pizza or you shouldn't buy the foods you like or you shouldn't go out with. Now you can't go out because we are in home, okay? But not that you shouldn't go out with your friends and have fun, but you should have the knowledge of how much money you need for this. You should start the month knowing that you can spend this amount of money. So this looks at your expenses will show you the behavior in the numbers, okay? So you are going to see that you could be so much more intelligent with your choices. And that's why financial planning exists. That's one of the biggest reasons to make you good choices, to help you with good choices. Okay, what I should do with these informations? All right, I saw here I am spending a lot of money on things that doesn't matter. So what I should do with these informations? You will have the privilege to discover for what you are going to use your tools box. If money is a tool, this is going to be your toolbox. First of all, you should have something for your emergencies. Please, if you forget everything that I said until now, please listen to this. You gotta have something for your emergencies. The pandemic shows us this now. Everything could happen. And even the things that we don't know could happen. That doesn't mean that you're going to freak out about it. But if you start today, remember, if you start today, you will have less effort in the future. It's going to be easier in the future. So please start today. Your supply for emergencies should be something about 6 to 8 months of your life's cost. Okay? So if you spend 2,000 bucks a month in all of your expenses, you should have between 12 and 16,000 in your emergency supply. Okay? What else I can do with this? Financial planning is made for you to accomplish what is important. If for you, eat those, spend your money in the way that you are not satisfied, it's not important. You should have those goals, those things in the periods of time that matters to you. You should think about short term, medium term, long term, and very long term. So if you're not thought about your retirement yet, it's time for you to start, okay? Because we are not going to have the support of the government in our retirement. We could have, but it's not going to be enough. You should not rely on this in your life. You should be prepared for when you get old, you get a comfortable life. Okay? And now I'm going to present myself because I am going to tell you to build your house brick by brick. I am Bruna. I am a civil engineer, but I am also a financial planner and an English teacher because life is too short to be only one of those things. I'm telling you all of this about financial planning because it's so important that you know it's not about how much you save or how much you have now. It's about building this brick by brick, like 30 bucks by 30 bucks. If you start today, your effort will be so much easier in the future. So much easier. So, thank you guys for this opportunity. I hope you learned something with me tonight. And I'm sorry about my English, but I'm trying to get better and better. And see you guys soon. Okay? Bye bye.